Alright. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Back by popular demand. Last night I was live, with you guys on here. And of course, I was surprised today, a pleasant surprise. I want to thank everybody that came through and showed their support. With the replay. The replay was amazing. You guys were really going crazy with the like button. I have to say, I have to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all showed up and showed out when it came on to the video that I had out last night. So thank you. Tonight, we have a very serious discussion around three gentlemen that you see on the thumbnail. I just want to know, why are the things that I'm about to point out, why are these things acceptable by we the Jamaican people? Why do we see all these red flags with? And sometimes when you really look at the situation, you really have to ask yourself if it's a joke. Like, we have to be joking at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be joking at this point, Jamaica. There is no way. Sorry about that. We have to be joking at this point when it comes on to the things that we really say we're gonna accept from these people. And it's I couldn't put everybody on the thumbnail, and then again I really want to focus on these three individuals because we talk about Daryl Vaz, we talk about Floyd Green and his situation, we talk about Andrew Holness there at the top of the list. You know what I mean? He's at the top of the list. We talk about him and what he's going on with. When he told us that, he searched far and wide and he doesn't know anybody really that is being investigated for illicit enrichment.
Relevant accounting officers to book for their non-compliance with the law.
That's what. All the time he was the one. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, good. All the time he was the one being investigated, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I realized that I didn't have the thing on mute. So welcome everybody. Let me know where you guys are watching from. If it's your first time to the platform, welcome. I want to invite you guys to subscribe to the platform. I also want to invite you guys to become a member of the platform, and I want to remind you or let you be aware that the channel is monetized, and if you want to become a member and you see value in it, trust me, there's a lot of value there. Alright, so I want to welcome you guys to come and explore that value. Where the emojis are concerned, special live chats are concerned. Yeah man, I want you guys to really enjoy that aspect of the platform. Alright, so become a member of the platform and tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this. I want you to share this with other people, right? Hey Janet, how you doing? Are you guys hearing me clearly? Big up yourself, Janet. I think this is the one. I believe this is the one. Ah, here it is. Here it is.
Welcome back to Primetime News. Special welcome to the folks watching on OneSpotMedia.com. Up first this evening, after weeks of delay, the Integrity Commission today published the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. This after calls from the opposition People's National Party as well as National Integrity Action. But what do the declarations show? More in this report.
I'm hopeful that before the week is out, the Integrity Commission will make public my declarations. If not, I will have to possibly do it myself.
That promise from Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Wednesday, but on a Friday, the Integrity Commission ensured he did not have to publish his own statutory declaration. A summary of the Prime Minister, his wife and their children's assets, liabilities and income at the end of 2018 was gazetted. It shows Mr. Holness, his wife and the children earned just over $15.5 million last year. Other income totaling $8,000 or just over 1 million Jamaican dollars was also reported. On the asset side, the family fared better. The summary declaration shows that the Holness family owned assets to the tune of $161 million. The breakdown was reported as follows. Savings account had money totaling $1 million, and the current accounts the family held had a total balance of under $16.4 million. Investment securities valued more than $10 million, while real estate was valued at $7 million. The bulk of the assets, though, $125 million in all, were categorized as real estate, mortgages, receivables, and business investments. The rest, $435,000, was reported as monies to be collected. On the other hand, the family only owed $22 million. $20 million of that was classified as other accounts payable, while the rest, less than $2 million, was a mortgage. Mr. Holness and the family owed nothing in US dollars, but had a US dollar saving accounts with $28,000 or 3.8 million Jamaican dollars. The figures outlined are for the Prime Minister's statutory declaration for 2018. TVJ News could not ascertain if the declarations for 2017 were cleared. Members of the Integrity Commission said they could not comment on the matter and even pointed out that the law requiring a summary of the filings to be published only took effect last year and does not cover the 2017 declarations. Dashan Hendricks, TVJ News.
So guys, you see that I one of the video them outline Andrew statutory declarations, yeah? You know, in the early stages, you know, oh yeah, you know, I want to and just say, you know, if they don't do it, I'm gonna do it. You know, I don't know about you guys, but you could see on his face that he was very nervous at that point. You know, he was very, to me, I don't know what anybody else, to me, he was very nervous, right? Here's another one with him when they were asking him about the statutory declaration. Where is it? Remember this? Lord of mercy.
We find the evidence that what we have today in Jamaica is the most corrupt administration that has ever held office in the history of our country since independence.
What is this man talking about? Well, make me make the statement, backed up by facts, that the PNP is the most corrupt political organization in the Caribbean.
Bushing scandal.
If you go back to 1989, which is a long time ago, you would hear about the Rollins land deal scandal.
Police use car scandal.
If you go back to 1990, you remember the zinc scandal after Hurricane Gilbert.
FLA scandal.
You have the furniture scandal. Then you have the Shell waiver scandal.
$8 million phone bill scandal.
Then you have a big scandal in 1992 over the illegal importation of motor vehicles. Then in 1993, we hear some man a buy US dollar out of the back of them car all over. Big scandal.
$9 million travel scandal at TPD. The government have more scandal in it than Riverton City have scandal back.
You hear about the corrupt distribution of land in Holland. You hear about the Operation Pride scandal. Then in 1997, you have the FinSac scandal.
And then we have the super scandal, the Petrogen scandal. That one have everything in it.
And then now you have the mother of all scandal, the traffic guru scandal. You remember that?
Friends of the government collecting money for travel, but not traveling.
The Montego Bay street people scandal. The fat cat salary scandal. You remember NetServe? Yes.
Friends of the government getting jobs at 3 times the pay that the previous occupants of the job had. While at the same time, long-serving, loyal, patriotic civil servants being fired from jobs.
Then you have the Sandals White House scandal. Then now, after that, you come up with the Cuban light bulb scandal. You remember that? You have the Hanover Parish Council scandal.
Friends of the government and activists for the JLP getting jobs in organizations for which they don't have qualifications.
Then you have the Chick V scandal. Then you have the dead baby scandal. Then you have the bad gas scandal. Then you have now the parish council in a Manchester scandal.
Friends being awarded contracts by breaking the procurement rules, and some of those friends is the same people that turn up in the bushing scandal.
You remember Outer Many scandal? You remember EWI energy scandal?
Never in our history have we heard of a government entering into verbal contracts, no paper, no sign. Just word of mouth. $23 million.
Yo, listen, man. Yo, that problem still exists right now. That problem that he just mentioned, the government going into contracts verbally, that's still a problem right now. If you think I am lying, look at the Auditor General's report. If you think I am lying, ladies and gentlemen, go and take a look at the Auditor General's report. The recent reports from the Auditor General, right? If you go and look at the recent reports of the Auditor General, it's the same issue. It's the same issue, you know? That is the same issue. Listen to that again. Never before have you heard of this from a government in Jamaica until the Jamaica Labour Party. Listen to this.
Turn up in the bushing scandal.
You remember Outer Many scandal? You remember EWI energy scandal?
Never in our history have we heard of a government entering into verbal contracts, no paper, no sign. Just word of mouth. $23 million. What madness is this going on in our country, South Africa?
Hey, me sorry, say Damian Crawford never did come up with the term at that time. What can go so? This man is one of our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. He is one of our heroes here in Jamaica. He is one of the persons that highlighted and sniffed out Andrew Holness and questioned his wealth Big up the man. Big up the man.
You can't cuss me when you corrupt.
Thank God for the opposition in Parliament.
You know, and this is one of the reasons why they want to get rid of. This is one of the reasons why they want to get rid of Mark Jefferson Golden. You heard what he said a while ago? You can't curse me if you are corrupt. You understand? And they have been doing their utmost best, ladies and gentlemen, to align the People's National Party, to put out the narratives that they are the same. And you guys are the ones that have to be, you guys have to be meticulous in terms of looking at the evidence. You have to be. Right? Let us be frank. If they, I'm not saying the PNP is perfect, but if they were actually stealing money, and they're actually the worst government and the most corrupt government that Jamaica has ever seen, how did they pull off building schools, building road infrastructure, maintaining them, the hospitals, agriculture, building homes with the NHT is concerned? Oh, and we're going to get there. We are going to get there with the NHT. Trust and believe that. You understand? If the PNP was actually this bad and is the worst government we ever seen, how did they pull off the things they pulled off that was a positive for the people of Jamaica while stealing? Let me tell you, when you compare the Jamaica Labour Party with the People's National Party and try to say it's the same, you sound ridiculous. You're not looking at the evidence, because all you have to do, this 10 years that Andrew Holness has been in power is the most corrupt 10 years of the history of Jamaica in terms of politician. Rural Reid right now is in a case where only God can take him out there and say him not go guilty when him done. When the court look over evidence, him and his wife, Kim Lawrence, all of them are got jail. The only way they not got jail is if the judiciary corrupt. When you look upon the evidence, a Rural Reid case coming from the Court of Public Opinion, all it be. But people, I want you guys to really look at the Rural Reid case and tell me it's a Rural Reid and company now got prison. Yo, earlier, today, me wake up and Jay Bryan live and me I listen to Jay Bryan. Seeing Jay Bryan saying really to figure out the YouTube thing yet. Bro, you need to come on YouTube because I see them live the way I do. Me make sure me record them and me get a chance, and all the time I catch up. But when me catch up, me record them and post them on my channel. And let me tell you something. The way how you are break down what is happening locally with the government, with the MP, them and them something there. If people need to hear what go on the ground. So I want it with me, you know. Me give people them props, you know. You can't stay there. I would be a fool not to. Me I make sure so me give you props. And me I make sure so me give everybody them props. The way how Jay Bryan I break it down and really, alright, me I show you our vibes. Some things happen on the ground with Dewey and Vaz. Go to Bob and I say, yo, what go on the ground? By the time I look, Jay Bryan I make we know, so watch you know. And the man bodyguard. And a man in an altercation. It's not him and a man in an altercation. Zane, when the thing come out to the lady, we're in a PMP, we're doing Vaz again. We are get to understand, say. But this look like a two smarty way comfortable with them one another. So, me didn't even feed into that and me didn't even pay it no mind. You understand what I say? Jay Bryan and then when you look, I see him so you go. The man do a phenomenal job, bro. Man, do a phenomenal job. Him have him ears. Him have him ears. I don't know why I have on this. Him have him ears to the streets. Him have him ears to the streets. You feel what I say? Make we hear some more of this.
Thank God for the PAAC and the PNP members and the PAAC.
We already know that in bad mind, him the likes of people prosper. And now we know that him is nothing but a hypocrite. There will always be.
One thing me know now. You see, if Andrew Holness can call somebody a hypocrite, me not stop calling him hypocrite when he fit. Because this man is a diabolical hypocrite. Him is not just a hypocrite. Andrew Holness is a diabolical hypocrite. Him is top tier. Him is elite in hypocrisy. This a man we are see right now. Nobody no beat him on that. Him are the GOAT, the greatest of all time, as a hypocrite. Yo, me I tell you, Bridget, we all get into it. No, trust me, we all get into it. Stick around, you know, like and share the video. Zane, yeah man, me I do something new tonight. My live 2-way on BOLO V&R 2.0 right now. My live on my virtual and my live on my OBS. You see me? Yes, so you know, like and share the video. Let's go.
In every government, regardless of jurisdiction, people who breach the rule, people who use their power unjustly, unfairly, and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up.
Yo, not even 5 seconds, and Andrew Holness proved my point. Not even 5 seconds. Let me play that back. Let me play the true mark of a good government. The true mark of a good government is not to cover it up. Mighty God. Play that back. Play that back.
Thank God for the PAAC and the PNP members and the PAAC.
We already know that in bad mind, him the likes of people prosper. And now we know that him is nothing but a hypocrite. There will always be, in every government, regardless of jurisdiction, people who breach the rule, people who use their power unjustly, unfairly, and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up. When we face our challenges, there is no one who could criticize this government to say that we were covering up corruption. No.
Andrew, where is the Crow report? Andrew, where is the SSL report? Olint. Cover up. Why aren't you cooperating with the IC to certify your assets? Why you stop? You refuse to give them the information what them ask for. Instead of carry them go a court and a try for, well, you tried already but you fail. You try for ask the court, you ask the court for remove the section where deal with illicit enrichment. Because you know, you obviously don't want to prove to anyone how you earn your money. You are the hallmark of hiding stuff, bro. You are a diabolical hypocrite. All of the persons then in your government, look upon a man like Bobby Montague, the used car scandal them. How comes him still in an office? How comes you on royal real still a rub shoulder same way? And the man they are court for when they are court for. Guys, like and share the video please. How is that even possible? How is that acceptable? That's one of the questions I've been asking. How is it acceptable, ladies and gentlemen, for us to have this government that obviously, you know, does not, let's see if it'll work good.
Does not.
Okay, oh wow, I need to turn my mic down, that's a bit loud. Yeah, does not hold these people accountable. Make a play that again, because may I tell you some man, this a man that can sing for himself.
Reach the rule. People who use their power unjustly, unfairly, and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up. When we face our challenges, there is no one who could criticize this government to say that we were covering up corruption. No, the Jamaica Labour Party stands firmly against corruption, and we will put in place and have been putting in place the measures to address it.
The man is a diabolical hypocrite, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Primetime News, and a special welcome to folks on OneSpotMedia.com. The Prime Minister's legal team has indicated it will be advancing the appeal in the matter involving Dr. Andrew Holness and the Integrity Commission. The case is again the topic of discussion following developments in the last few days. Carrie Ann Simpson has details.
On Thursday, Supreme Court Judge Justice Althea Jarrett issued a ruling blocking the disclosure of certain files in the ongoing legal battle between Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and the Integrity Commission. The lawsuit pertains to the Commission's investigations into Dr. Holness's statutory declarations. In a statement last night, Dr. Holness's attorneys said the court granted the claimant's application to order the IC to provide documents prepared by 3 investigators which are relevant to the investigation. It said in this regard, the court had ordered the IC to search for and disclose those documents if they exist. The team said the claimants had sought disclosure of certain documents that had been redacted in the defendant's earlier disclosures, as well as a forensic report and other material not previously disclosed. It added that in response to a previous written request for disclosure and the subsequent application, prior to the ruling, the IC and the other defendants disclosed the majority of documents requested, including the forensic report and some of the previously redacted material in unredacted form. Carrie Ann Simpson, TVJ News.
May I search for the clip when Andrew Holness say him search far and wide and him don't know of anybody that is being investigated in his party by the IC. Who remember that? You know, so I need to have that clip there though. No, I seriously need to find that clip there. That clip there legendary, bro. When I say that clip there though, legendary. Let me see me find that clip there. That clip there, legendary. I think I did that, you know. I'm supposed to have it here, some man. Let me see. Let me give me a second, my people. Let me line up myself. Alright. Open on now, hear no feedback. Alright. Andrew Holness says he search far and wide and does not know of any member of the JLP being investigated by the IC. Copy that. So I'm gonna have to retype that again. Alright, let me see. There's a clip on TVGRC, one of them. An interview with him. See, search far or wide, brother. And you been find here, so I got a TikTok. You remember good. I find it. I can find it, Jamaica. I can find it. Let me see. No, another one there. Oh, it's too late. I don't wanna. Let me see. I can't get nobody. I have that clip there. Mighty God. I need that clip there in my life, Jamaica. Not true. Need a clip there in my life, man. No call me no too much. No call me no baga baga. I'm not sorry to be the show, yes. No, me no sorry. Yo, that tune they have a ring to it, you know. No, me no sorry at all. Janet, you good? Come like a Janet alone, I keep me company in the comment section. How I go on? Mighty God. How many people in there? Come like my people, you know, say I true, me go tell them, say me not go live and me not go there and all type of thing. And see it there, you know, me not tell them my plans again. I just not go show up. I can't believe people them abandon me today, ladies and gentlemen. And the people in tell me say they don't get no notification. None people that text me and tell me say they don't get no notification, you see me? None whatsoever. You know who me know? Probably all of that thing. Jerry Bryan. Jerry Bryan probably have it, you know. Make me go over there. Let me go over there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go over there. TikTok. TikTok.com. In a real time. Alright, mama. Big up yourself. Dre Bryan. User. Alright, I have 2 pages. I'm going to go up on that one. See if I find that old clip there. When him say it. That is a classic moment in time with Andrew. Andrew saying search far and wide. And he don't know if anybody being investigated in a party. You can't make that up, bro. That is one of the biggest lie where we can't stop highlight. The man wicked, brother. Brother, the man terrible, bro. The man a normal, brother. The man is a... It come like the man even know same lie. Me I feel one that sometime. If you don't realize that. Brother, we hear you. We see you. And we remember when it is say what you say. And we are calculate and we look back and we say, yo, bro. So why you deceive with them with it? You really take with one big old baboon. Later down only if you find out say the man. Why you no star?
And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Because brainwashing is a hell of a thing. We lost the war the minute half of Jamaica got. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, so I not read that part there. Somebody just text me a while ago where I watch the show. Big up yourself. I not read that part there. The person say, from the people in the pandemic, go get you come like say, I program them from this. And not my word, Jamaica. Not my word. That one they bigger than me. That one they bigger than me, me not lie. Thank God. Holy person there, say no. Let me see if ABR News up here. Let me see if my know so she probably hopefully. I'm gonna stick around and share up the live, guys. I'll be here, I'm not going anywhere. Go and search as of it. Alright, don't catch you up at all. Don't catch you up at all. Good night, jungle people. Anybody up? Anybody have the clip with Andrew in the same search for and why? And him don't know of anybody that is being investigated in his party? Please let me know. No people, me need that clip there, me not lie. No, pause right now, I'm gonna get that clip there. I tell her that. You understand? No look a joke. No, Dean Jackson Miller come out strong. Dean Jackson Miller, big up yourself. You understand? Big up yourself. When you see Dean Jackson Miller come out so strong from Everald Warmington, you don't know say it bad Jamaica. Because if I'm gonna be honest with you, she is from the media space, the mainstream media space. And what I read from them is that they tend to not want to, where would I say now, show too much passion in them reporting. Them try to stay, I don't know, somewhat neutral. You understand? And that, no, to me, that's what me is sick from she. Right? And me see it from oral trace it too. You feel like me I deal with? But me have a warm time of this man. You think some of that see it closer, but a whole heap of material. Whole heap of material in our politics, man. But that was a moment in time when me have the evidence of that. Hey, let me tell you something. I don't trust these people, you know. Certain things they will watch off our internet, you know. I try to watch it, you know. Yes. But thank God for social media. Thank God for people them were actually, you know, I push out the evidence and I give them opinion about things and I play back the tape them. If you let me I deal with, yeah man, big up on yourself, man. Me love and respect on you, man. No look a joke. Me learn a lot from you. You understand? Well on there. Wait. Hold on, wait. You know, I'm not going to say, I don't want to get distracted. One mission me depend right now to find this video. One dege mission is to find this video. Mighty God. Big up KD and Harty. Anywhere they KD and Harty, big up yourself. That girl, come on, anywhere she there, big up herself, man. Yeah, try to touch your video, but it not work. Oh.
Empire program, big up, straight up, you know, say a program.
It make them know where I go on.
Friday morning and say, am I going Yeah, good morning, Raga.
Blessings.
At the first time for your program, big up, straight up, you know. Yeah, good morning, Raga.
Yeah, man, big up KD and Artie, man. No local joke, Jamaica. No local joke. I now find the video still. Yo, man, I get them things that still line up, you know. I have them in my arsenal, man. I'm mad. Can't work. Don't let them want to come flap me. That's true. But you see tonight a late night? Hey, boy. I people that will rock with me stay up, you see me? Yeah, man. The most loyal people that rock with me. Them time, you know what I mean? Make me rate to know them extra hours that someone of their work. You understand? The audience is one of the most loyal audience in our real life. Alright, let me try it here some more. Andrew Holness says he is not aware of any IC investigation. Copy. And then 1 year ago. What is?
Alright, deep divers. You ready to dive into some seriously
like some first global bank accounts he initially forgot about.
Forgot. Who forgets they have a bank account, let alone multiple accounts with a lot of activity?
Right. Even the commission says it's hard to believe, especially when you look at the amounts involved. We're not talking about spare change here.
So,
you know, God is good. I'm glad somebody get that clip there. That clip really puts things into perspective. Yeah, man. But the one with Andrew will turn up with Desmond McKenzie. Alright? The one with Andrew turn up with Desmond McKenzie, may I tell her. All this. Mighty God.
I would say at this particular moment in time, having regard to the allegations that have been set forth that are to be investigated, the lack of confidence that persons have in the government as it relates to investigations, and I am going to say it, of illicit enrichment to involving members of parliament, which has never occurred before in our history of Jamaica, that the public needs to have
Let us stop right there, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Holness government is breaking records. You hear me say? Andrew Holness government is breaking records. This coming like when Ryan Campbell salute my brother. This coming like when I'm from my basketball lovers and I know what me I talk about. This coming like when LeBron James go out Miami and say not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Well, in an Andrew Holness case is a negative Doreen. Andrew Holness come to me and say search far and wide. I mean, I don't know about nobody will get investigated. Boops, when I look, he might get investigated. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, not 11. More than 11 people in a theme parliament under investigation. Gag order government. And this man had the audacity to say that them not cover up nothing and them transparent and it shows you the mark of a good government. But not even remember that. That's what I deal with. But not even remember that Andrew Holness come out and say I have gag order and him create the gag order. Zine, and now we not even remember say them are the first government, Antonio, for even be in the position where them statutory declaration can certify. No other party, ladies and gentlemen, none. This is the first, it is history. They are the goat of corruption, the greatest of all time. Why is this acceptable? Why did you, the people of Jamaica, and I'm talking to the certain specific people, Antonio, you're going with yourself. Antonio jump out the window. Antonio said, Miss, I don't know if it's Mrs. or Mrs. or Miss Daniel Archer need him in her life like no. You know, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. No, but she's a nice lady, no. And I like the fact that she stands on integrity. You understand? I will leave it at that. Sassy. Sassy, what you say a while ago, your mouth and voice is not timed together. What are you talking about? Hold up, you mean to tell me that you guys on BOLO V&R click BOLO V&R 2.0 is not hearing me? Mine, you watch me on 2 devices now, Sassy. Cause remember say me live on BOLO V&R 2.0 2 times, you know. And 1 live or 2 live, you know. One of them up on my computer and one of them up on my phone. So mine, you try to watch one, and no, you'll get a different. You see me? You'll get a different all the time. Hold on there. My sister up. My sister up. Hold on there, Jamaica. Let me see if she have the video. Oh, yo. Alright, you remember when Holness was being interviewed and him say him search far and wide and him don't know nobody that is being investigated by for illicit enrichment in a party. After that video they said it to me now, please, if you have it, please, right now, boy. Alright, so she did her work, but hopefully she can send it to me. I need them video there in my arsenal, man, in my evidence file, you know? Yeah. I'll come off and come back. Guys, are you me I look on the screen, are you guys hearing me? Jetline, you hear me? Sassy says she'll go away and come back. When I hear me? Look like she texts me. She says she'll go dig feet. Yo, big up. Yo, people, make sure you go subscribe to Anisabel Rose. You know what I mean? Look like she busy with work from one day or so. You know what I mean? The content of a kind of, you know, take a back seat. But let's continue with Miss Archer. You say I hear me good, Fitzroy? Alright, good.
Confidence that there is going to be a thorough, fair investigation into what the allegations have been made out. And in these circumstances, you could have put anyone in that position. But the question is going to be asked of someone like Mr. Chung, who has publicly indicated his position as it regards to the report, as to whether or not there is public confidence in what he's going to do. That's one. And two, if you did not need qualifications of law enforcement, why would you have advertised them in 2024? And if they were removed, why have you not been forthcoming to the public to say, we removed it? Because. And further, if you are so confident that he is the best of all applicants, because you'll agree with me that you can have 10 persons applying for Rhodes Scholars and their applications are extraordinary, but there's always one that stands out. Of all the applications in this particular moment, that he was the applicant for the time such as this, that was best suited to direct, to lead, and to present the image of transparency, objectivity, and public confidence in an entity that is now charged with investigating the investigation report of the Prime Minister, whose overarching powers are so of such, I would say, at this particular...
Yo, this was one of the most powerful moments. This is when I fell in love with Daniel Archer. Miss Daniel Archer. This is when I fell in love with her. Outside of the fact that she's a beautiful woman, of course. But she put it into so much perspective. I am ashamed of the Jamaican people. Dennis Chung was appointed as the FI under Andrew Holness, and they defended it. They have no moral compass, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most corrupt government ever in the history of the Caribbean. Like, nobody can even come close. Bridget, nobody can come close. The man name is bareface and very intentional. Not only are they the most corrupt, they have the most criminal allegations against the members of parliament than any other government I've ever seen in the Caribbean. Ever. The amount of criminal allegation and things were actually criminal within their court for members. Like, bro, these people are, man, yo, I'm so happy I found this. Shout out to Miss Archer. Oh, I got the audio, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I got the audio. I was trying to do my laugh, but yeah, that probably didn't work out. Anywho, for my people over here on clips on BOLO V&R 2.0, sorry. Let me find this. I don't want to mess up my audio. I have to skillfully do this. Alright, so I'm going to turn it down. Yeah, man, I'm going to turn it. I'm going to share my screen. Alright, I'm going to turn it down and share my screen. For the persons that are watching on OBS, yeah, man, I share the screen. Alright, my people, check this out. Mighty God.
The question is still going.
Let's listen to this, man. The people when they can't hear the audio. I think I turn off the desktop audio and I can't hear the audio. Yeah, turn on the desktop audio. Yeah, man. Alright, let me just zoom up that. Listen to this.
The question is still going to be asked. Are there members of my party who have been written to for this crime of illicit enrichment? My straight answer is that I have asked as far and as wide. I have gotten that response from everyone. But as far as I have been told, no. People have been written to, as the Integrity Commission does almost daily. But I have not heard of anyone in my political party being written to for this matter of illicit enrichment. The question is still going to be asked. Are there members of my party who have been written to for this crime of illicit enrichment? My straight answer is that I have asked as far and as wide. I have gotten that response from everyone. But as far as I have been told, no. People have been written to, as the Integrity Commission does almost daily. But I have not heard of anyone in my political party being written to for this matter of illicit enrichment.
This man was asked, right? This was August 17, 2023. He was asked the question in this interview, and that was his response. In the IC report, he was told in May 2023, ladies and gentlemen, May 2023, Andrew Holness was informed by the High Integrity Commission that he was being investigated. He was informed. He understood that there was things that were unexplained. He understood what was going on. How can you trust a man like this? How can you trust a man like this? This man is diabolical. Put any other adjective behind his name or negative that fits him, but he is diabolical in what he does. Unbelievable. The truth escapes him. You know, Sassy always says that he's an alien, and sometimes, you know, man, you know what I mean? Yo, man, listen, this dude is, boy, I tell you, boy, this dude is something else, man. Wow. I had to find that clip. Shout out to and I'm gonna put it on my page and put it on my evidence file. Shout out to ABR News, man. Salute. Heard? Shout out to ABR News, man. Real talk. I appreciate you. Alright, I need that clip, bro. I needed that clip. Needed. I think I have this, but let's check this out.
According to the Contractor General's report, benefited from a sweetheart deal that was irregular. You benefited off the backs of the Jamaican people in creating your wealth. You were a connected party with the then Minister of Finance, and you advised and created the FinSAC debacle with high interest rate. You benefited from FinSAC. I did not purchase a FinSAC house. I bought a house on the open market, and again, you come with weaponized lies. Your lies will not work.
Yo, you know what's funny about that clip? Is Mark Golding's face. He was so unbothered because he knows him a chat foolishness. Mark Golding was so unbothered. Mark Golding was taking down notes. Mark Golding was cold-blooded in that debate. In the best way. Like, he was not fazed at all by what Andrew Holness was trying to pull off. I mean, not even a little bit. Right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Holness recently was speaking to an audience. I figure I can find it on TikTok. Right? Let me just go to TikTok. What is happening here? Why is the screen blank? Oh, that's why the screen is blank. I went to TikTok, but I didn't go to TikTok.
I was at my friend's house the other day, and it was two of his guy friends over there, and they're spitting game, and there's like three things that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Andrew Holness. Let's go to Andrew Holness page. I think this is the best place to go to find the particular video that I'm looking for. Alright, I think this is the one. Let's check it out. Let's see if this is the one.
There is usually this issue about the government taking $11.4 billion. Whenever I talk about housing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want this on record. I want you guys to like and share this video. In recent times, Andrew Holness has been coming under justified criticism in regards to the $11.4 billion from the NHT, right? And if we should really look back, Andrew Holness was super critical of Mama P in terms of, you know, using the $11.4 billion at the time. If we're being honest about that situation, it was a cause and effect situation where the previous administration, one that Andrew Holness was a part of, destroyed our economy, destroyed our relationship with the banking entities of the world that a small country like Jamaica often depends on. Especially recently, you see how much we depend on them, even though we have insurance and in many other places like Hurricane Beryl and then Hurricane Melissa taught us a grand lesson on how much we need that relationship for now, right, with these entities, the World Bank and IMF and others. So the JLP destroyed that relationship, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth and the facts about the matter. Whether I say it softly or I say it loudly, nobody can dispute it. The IMF page outlines and details that truth. So Mama P had to become innovative in passing the IMF test. Because of the austerity measures, the $11.4 billion was, you know, looked at as a way to, you know, get it done pretty much. But there was a limitation on it. It was only for 3 years. Lo and behold, Andrew Holness and his government came out pretty strongly, labeling it as even a robbery because it's not the government's money. Since then, Andrew Holness' government has been robbing the NHT of $11.4 billion. The same exact thing he was accusing Mama P of. And we have been saying, and PNP has been saying, stop using the $11.4 billion. As a matter of fact, the PNP campaigned on not using that $11.4 billion if they won the election, and using the $11.4 billion for what it was intended for, building small units for people that contribute to it so they can afford the housing, so they can, you know, access the benefit, right? At no time, ladies and gentlemen, did Andrew Holness' government say to us that, listen, when we go into office, we are not going to use that $11.4 billion. No, they did not say that, right? Now, listen to Andrew Holness after massive criticism, and rightfully so, from the public around his diabolical hypocrisy surrounding the use of the NHT. And we want to put it into context, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the same government that told us that the economy is doing great, you understand, and it's the best thing since sliced bread, and the fiscal discipline and the fiscal space and the fiscal prudence and everything. Prosperity. Look at Jamaica, we are building, everything is. And then the buildings that they built and said, it is not Operation Shame. This is Operation, it beat Operation Pride. Because Operation Pride is Operation Shame. Operation Pride building them still stand up. And the building them that they were boasting on, where are they? The hurricane take when enough of the building them roof, destroy the walls, them shattered paper walls, no good material, cheap, but very expensive. People in that situation, I don't know, some of them might still be living in their cars. Right? Potentially. Right? So, this blew my mind when I heard this. So now listen to this.
There is usually this issue about the government taking $11.4 billion from the NHD. And sometimes the conversation takes place without context. And sometimes I have to wonder if the people who are speaking about it remember the genesis of it. This is not our doing.
You know, sometimes I wish that God could just... I don't want to say that. I'll say this. If God was like man, a fly would run down his throat and choke him. Not to kill him, you know. Yeah, man, but choke him. Listen to this man, this hypocrite, this diabolical hypocrite. Sometimes I wonder if people and context, as if he did not understand the context. As if he did not understand the context when Mama P had to use the 11.4 billion temporarily. Now he is here asking for the same after he criticized Mama P administration and never stopped taking the $11.4 billion from the NHT. Before he utters this hypocrisy out his mouth that he's gonna say now, I want you to keep this question in your mind. Why would you believe him when he had the opportunity to stop? He didn't. Let's continue.
If you look at the history of taking funds from the NHT for other purposes, again, it would not have been of my doing. Now, generally, if you're going to take funds from the NHT, it must be for a defensible purpose. And
Bro, what was Mama P doing? Mama P never splurge and I buy properties. Mama P wasn't splurging. Mama P never take the money from the NHT for either purposes. He needs to apologize to Mama P, you know, and the PMP, you know. He needs to apologize.
Recall when former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson announced the national education. It was a major reform program for education. And it would have been funded by taking the seed resources from the NHT. I believe at the time it was something in the region of about $5 billion, sometime in 1994. That this had started. And I remember when these resources were being voted on, there's a big debate in Parliament, huge debate in Parliament. At the time, I was the opposition spokesperson on education, and I supported the use of the NHD funds for education.
What the hell does that have to do with the NHT? NHT funds for education, what the hell does that have to do with NHT funds figure put in the budget when people, a fraction of the NHT funds was taken for education? That is not the same. That is not the same. What is his point?
In fact, I shouldn't say this, but I'll say it. When the vote came, I abstained because I thought it was important for education transformation to happen. I thought it was a critical national objective, because without that, the country would be in a really bad state. And we were in a really bad state when you looked at our literacy rates, our passes at CXC, and the effectiveness of education.
So Andrew, what going in education now? We're in the worst state where education is concerned. So what have you done from then to improve? PJ did something. Mama P built school. What you do? And how did we get here with the NHT money? How is this relevant to you still taking out the $11.4 billion? Not 5 billion, 11.4 billion. To go and fund your budget. If you were so disciplined and prudent fiscally, you wouldn't need to take the 11.4 billion. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, they never had any plans not to take the $11.4 billion before September 3rd. They didn't have any plans to stop taking it out. Their plans was to take it out. Hurricane Melissa come, they already had plans to take it out. So what they have done now is take out the $11.4 billion again and what? Tax the hell out of us. I just want us to put that into context. Yes? Thank you. Let's continue.
And so I thought it was defensible to use those resources for education. So again, when that was done, that huge transfer from the NHT, that wasn't the JLP government, that was done under the PNP, but it was a defensible position.
Why you bring it up? That's a mute point. It's something you supported according to you. Why did you even bring it up?
In truth, my administration raised objections to it, but we did not pursue it further than the objections that we raised in the public. Because we had to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture would be, what would be the impact of not having the resources? So, whilst you can't stop people from being politically convenient, it's the nature of the democracy.
Yo, me sorry, but that brother I want real. Yo, hear the man about being politically convenient when that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's formulating an argument to be politically convenient while blaming people of being politically convenient. No, what they're doing is calling out a hypocrisy. And rightfully so, they are justified. Him thinks he my uncle chess player in the world, or he's the best. So him can talk slowly and lose people into arguments. Well, we are here, I am here personally to break them down bit by bit by bit. Every single microscopic fiber of him argument that get broken down. Let's continue.
Make the political points, but there has to be some honesty in politics, in the political debate. The government isn't taking the resources from the NHT for, reasons that are not of national importance.
What do you call building back the relationship with the IMF? That's not national importance? How would Andrew Holness government get to promise 5% growth in 4 years if it wasn't for what Mama P did and using the $11.4 billion temporarily? Isn't that national importance? Sir, you tried to carry the lady to court. You call the PMP criminal, as like almost criminal. People know I'm going to play about the tape. May I play about the tape?
Concern. And yes, we acknowledge that these funds are contributed on the basis that they will be used for housing. And this cannot continue forever. The government has to use these resources to strengthen our economic base so that we don't have to take the resources out of the NHT.
Bad man, Mama P do that already. You never did supposed to take no more money from the NHT after that. Mama P done straighten the economy and its base already. It was time for you to grow the economy. And that's why on the talk about 5 in 4. So una try use spin doctor thing pan. You think say people are idiot? Only some local lab rat and some diatic people can conquer gobble this up and swallow it like say yo. Them nah use them critical thinking. Eh? No man, this a man and hey, me play that back.
Importance and concern. And yes, we acknowledge that these funds are contributed on the basis that they will be used for housing. And this cannot continue forever. The government has to use these resources.
You Andrew never know that because you was continuing to use them when they never need to use the resources. And tell you what government have to do.
To strengthen our economic base so that we don't have to take the resources out of the NHT.
Yo, this guy, man. Yo, bro, what? Man, I hope that you guys are hearing clearly, you know. Yo, this is sad, bro.
And so when these matters arise within the public domain, the public has to understand, yes, there are the surface political arguments which political parties are constrained to make to offer the alternative position. But every Jamaican should seek to understand the issues more deeply than what is presented on the surface. Because ultimately, if you don't take the resources from the NHT and you have a massive deficit, you have to fund that deficit. And the only options that will remain to you in funding the deficit is either to cut the services to you or raise the taxes.
So Andrew, you never did know that when you criticize Mama P. You never did know. You never did know that when you wanna criticize Mama P and the People's National Party. But you, the big old hypocrite now, the diabolical hypocrite, you want people to give you space, leverage, grace. You literally you went to the courts, if I'm not mistaken. You went to the courts, that's how far you took it. You wanted to paint a picture that the JLP was just, the PNP was just robbing the people of this $11.4 billion as if they did not need to take the money. As if it wasn't an existential, it wasn't a crisis, an economic crisis that the JLP left Mama P in and the people of Jamaica. They left her, they gave her baggage. It's like JLP is the man and Jamaica is the woman. JLP literally raped Jamaica economically. Right? Left her for dead. Jamaica. Left her for dead. And Mama P and the People's National Party figured out a way to resuscitate, through the help of the Most High, obviously, to resuscitate the life of the economy to the point where it was stable. And she put the things in place. You know when you break your leg? And you have to put on a casket, not a casket, when you have to put on cast on your leg. Yeah man, so the bones stay and set. We could not stand on our foot economically. Both our feet were broken. And Mama P gave us a cast on our foot. Put the iron piece them in it to make sure so the bone then stay structured and can move. And put up a foot them in our ear like so Jamaica. And nurse we back. Nurse we back to healing. To the point when Andrew Holness get back Jamaica. The leg them so powerful, they're ready for burst out of the blocks. till Andrew Holness said, rotted. Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark said, rotted. 5-4. Because they knew the potential of the economy at the time. It was ripe for growth, Jamaica. It was ripe for growth. Don't ask me why them don't grow it. I'm going to have multiple speculations. Could it be that them rob up the money? The whole of them in the JLP? Could it be that them don't know how to grow the economy? Or could it be that them purposefully destroyed the economy and kept it down on the level of life support? Big up yourself, Janet. The word is love. No joke. Could it be? Could it be?
I find that the public is getting far more understanding of what we call the economic issues. I think people are beginning to realize that there are no secret funds anywhere for which the government can deal with deficits.
Because you know abuse everything. You sell out future revenue to fund the budget. You do all type of things. You not have nowhere else to turn it right. You cause that. When has the PMP sold future revenue? I don't know. Somebody can tell me. Me I ask humbly. When has the PMP ever done that? Sold future revenue to give away money and not invest it. Specifically that. Just give away the money. When has the PMP ever done that? And not put it into turning the money around and multiplying it. When has the PMP ever done that? Let's continue.
I think the public now understands that the international community is not coming to rescue us. I think the public now understands that borrowing is not an option, and therefore we have to make wise choices with the resources that we have. I will address this matter legislation is coming. I will address this matter.
Here IMBO legislation is coming. Now you realize say bite them too loud.
In a more comprehensive.
You know, this guy is such a hypocrite. No, him did have him foot pan bike when he went a campaign with Clarks, him and his wife. Them bike they never load where people them when I ride. Yo, man, bro.
Way in the budget presentation, but I thought I would interrupt on the conversation which I see emerging in the public regarding the use of the $11.4 billion. And in summary of that point, we acknowledge that these resources are for housing. We acknowledge that this cannot continue forever. We are using these resources to strengthen our economic position so that we will be able sometime in the near future to use those resources for the purpose for which they are dedicated. And we also acknowledge the right of every Jamaican to be critical of positions that the government takes, but we urge Jamaicans to exercise deeper reasoning when these arguments are presented. The alternative argument to the use of the $11.4 billion is that this money should be used.
So, Andrew, why you never exercise deeper reasoning when Mama P, when I take out the $11.4 billion? Hey, Mr. Antonio, the man is infuriating, bro. Why you never exercise deeper reasoning? Eh? Why you attack Mama P at that time? And you want we forgive your grace now? Brother, you're not getting no grace, bro. A straight fire blazing. A straight fire blazing. Leave the $11.4 billion. You know why too? People are homeless. The NHT should know more than ever be using that $11.4 billion? Because you remember you tell the people them say, you know, you can't fix all of them also, you know. NHT, if you focus on helping everybody will get damaged in Jamaica by Hurricane Beryl and Melissa. Yes, we're not supposed to hear nothing about no $11.4 billion being taken out of the NHT. What is wrong with him? But must exercise better and deeper reasoning. You want any more deeper reasoning than that? You not help the people, them, you not help everybody. The people them homeless and them done when I pay them National Housing Trust contribution already. And now at the time of their deepest need, you still want to draw the money from them? No, Andrew. You're wicked. You're a wicked guy.
For housing. That's the logic of the argument. But the question that we must ask is, was it used for housing when it was there sitting on the balance sheet of the NHT? In other words, how could we have taken the $11.4 billion if it was being used for housing in the...
Yo, that brother take people for idiot. He is playing on the uneducated, uninformed minds of the people. He has found a way to blame the People's National Party for him continuing. The man not taking no responsibility. He is blaming the People's National Party for continuing to take the $11.4 billion. Although he was vehemently against it, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, Gloria, how are you? You cannot make this up. I can't listen no more. I cannot listen to any more of this. This man is a pathological, diabolical hypocrite. You understand? As a matter of fact, let me find this clip. Big up yourself, Gloria. Respect. You know what's going on? The word is love. Let me find this clip, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a clip with Andrew. There's two clips with Andrew. One of them. I may tell you. Context matters, you know. And Isabel Rose, big up yourself. You say I listen for the last 20 minutes silently. You grieve. And if you have the two clips that I talk about, the one with Dean Jackson Miller and the one when him there in a parliament, send it to me. How the people allow this government back in a yo, may I tell you now? Yo, Virgin. Yo, that brother, yo, the man are real drunk or still not. Yo, you want me to tell you, yo, man are germs in the man. Yo, may I tell you, Virgin, this man is the worst. Legislation. Andrew, if you are listening, legislation. You see the man we are drive past people yard at 5 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning with the big old sound system them. Brother, legislation. Legislation. Since I want to talk about legislation. Let me see if I can find that same clip that we're going to ask Alisa. They been send me to know where you know me delete it. I tell them the truth. I delete it. Too much video there on my stuff. Too much. And now I tell them no like Jamaica. Let me see. Oh, me get it. Me get it. This is one of them. Thank you so much. I read the color. Thank you so much. You have to put things into context, man. Too much of Andrew. Too much of Andrew. You have to put things into context. The man is dangerous, man. The man is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew is dangerous. I'm telling you. Hey, Anissa, the man is definitely the enemy of the state. And this is why them like to keep people dumb and slow and dunce. Because he can get away with this with people that is not using critical thinking. That type problem, you know. Hey, Nene. Oh my God, Nene. What's up, my darling? How you doing? Hi, Nene. Bless you. I hope you're doing well, my sweetie. How's everything? Right? This man is an enemy of the state, Jamaica. I have to get these clips. This clip, you know. First, this one. Yeah, man. I forgot here, so. So, big up Anissa Bellerose, ladies and gentlemen. Anissa Bellerose sent me the clip. So, let's get back to the recording, yes? Because we want to put this on record, you know. I want to listen to Andrew Holness, alright, about the NHT funds. Just listen to this. Because we had to play what he said first and then play what he's saying now for good context. Now, so it go. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew, what happened to your commitment? No sound? Oh. Damn. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Mighty God, no sound. Turned off the 30, sorry. Alright, let's go back. Oh my God, sorry. Let's go.
That in principle, you believe that NHT funds should be ring-fenced to be used for NHT contributors?
It should be ring-fenced to use for the objects and purposes of the legislation, yes.
So let's just say the court ruling goes either way. Let's say there is a court ruling that says, no, actually, the government can use it for whatever it wants. You have your belief in principle. Does that mean that as Prime Minister, you would then follow through on those principles?
Yes, my
either
principles
amend the
remain.
law if necessary,
Yes.
and ensure, in fact, that the dipping into the piggy bank doesn't occur.
And I tell you why.
That's a commitment?
It stands as a commitment.
Andrew, where's your principle and where's your commitment? It stands as a commitment, Andrew. And you're standing on your principle. Even if the court says that you can use the money, you would alter the law to make sure there's no dipping into the piggy bank. It stands as a commitment and it's your principle. This man cannot be trusted. This man should not have the confidence of no sensible voter in Jamaica or anywhere in the world. This man is a con artist. Listen to the man, the own words, Jamaica. And it's so bad that I am here spending this amount of time on Andrew alone. It is so bad. Let's go to the next clip. Oh wait, there's more. There's more, Jamaica.
I read the columns and I hear all the discussions. What I find is that people are very willing to just accept what is presented without a thorough interrogation of the options. Because you see, implicit in this argument which is being presented that this is a time of crisis, this is a matter of national importance, there is this great urgency that we must treat the law as a matter of convenience.
So, you remember in the previous clip I played, Andrew Holness was saying context matters and how national urgency and you must use deeper thinking. He was not. Was he using deeper thinking there? Was he using deeper thinking there? He was brushing off the fact that there was an economical national crisis. You know? Yo! The man was brushing that off, you know, and standing on principle, you know, that the NHT money not for use. The man make a commitment based off a principle and listen to this wicked con artist of a man. Listen to this con artist of a man in a play politics in the parliament. Let's continue.
And that is the danger of this debate as a matter of convenience. This is a time of crisis. This is a matter of national importance. There is this great urgency that we must treat the law as a matter of convenience. And that is the danger.
Andrew, let me ask you something. What is the law now? The same law that you said you would amend so that nobody could use the law as a matter of convenience. Aren't you the big diabolical hypocrite now using the law as a matter of convenience? As a matter of fact, the same convenience you're talking about, you're reveling in it. The same convenience the man was talking about, ladies and Jamaican, no ball out. The man was the man is reveling in the same convenience. What a wicked God. Hey, man.
Of this debate. Convenience. I don't believe that the legislation that is presented here in any way perfects the intentions of the government. The issue, Mr. Speaker. This present piece of legislation that you are hoping to amend does not in any way relieve the consideration that you are taking private funds.
That's the principle.
Listen. The only word that can describe government taking private funds without the consent of the persons giving it or of the persons who own it is expropriation. That's what it amounts to. You know, it wasn't any mistaken language when Michael Manley said it is the financial institution of the housing sector. Because effectively, this is where poor people would put their money, save it with that institution to get housing. Technically now it is akin to you putting your money in the bank and the government going to the bank and say, give me the money. Michael Manley set up an institution like a partner, a revolving fund. You put in your money, when your turn comes you get your benefit. What has happened now is that the government stick up the partner banker.
So he called the government a thief, Jamaica. The government stick up the partner banker. What is expropriation? See it here? The action by the state and or authority of taking property from its owner for public use or benefit. The action of dispossessing somebody of property. That's what he called what the government did. Expropriation. You mean like what they're doing in East Portland for the roadway? Expropriation. Right? For public benefit to build one highway, you move them people off of their land. And then the man go as far as to say it's like sticking up the bank of Jamaica. It's like sticking up the banker. How can you trust Andrew Michael Holness? How can you put your faith behind, not even your faith, how can you in a good logical mind vote for an individual like that? Have him lead you into 5 more years. After these things, he has proven himself over and over and over and over and over again. He has told so many lies that all the lies are catching up. This man stood on principle, but he has none. It's like a house built on, his principle is like a house built on sinking sand. The moment you put up the first block, he was already sinking, whether you noticed it or not. The moment he came in the parliament debating the way he did, he was not debating from a place of principle and honesty and actually trying to protect the people. He was just playing politics. He was playing politics and building it up. Anything to win the election. Say anything, even when it don't make no sense. Say it because it appeals to the people's emotion. He is a massive, diabolical hypocrite and a deceiver, ladies and gentlemen. And you should shun the very appearance of this man. Big up the brother when he stand up beside Damian Crawford or the lady and did not shake his hand. Shun him. The man is wicked. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Mighty God. No, man. What a guy. Right? Let's go to YouTube now. I have to put that on record, man. This man is terrible, Bridget. Man, terrible, man. Man, terrible, bro. Jesus. We need a new microphone still. We need some new equipment. Sometimes when we listen back to stuff to make you hear some echo and everything. Guys, do remember that the super chat is available. Yes. Do remember that the super chat is available, alright? So you can bless up the super chat. That's an option. And you can become a member as well. Hey, ABR, you see any membership, you see anything was a join on your end? Cause me still can't see join on my end. Yeah, so if you see join on your end, let me know if you're still with me. Alright, where are we now? Yes, right here. PDTV. No, not that one. Today, midday connection, yes. Alright, right there, so. Think alright there, so. Let me see.
Stand firm. Yes.
Yeah, man. Oh, let me tell you something, teacher. I want to say to you, brother.
Yes.
I endorse the message I heard, and we're going up Duke Street. We're going up Duke Street. Yeah. And remember, you might be going up Duke Street, but I might be heading to the Civic Center in Port Maria.
Oh, you're going up in the parish council elections?
Absolutely. I am announcing that I have intentions to run, and I will definitely be a councillor when the next local government elections are called.
Will you say you plan to do what, Ed boy?
I intend to make application for my candidacy in the parish of St. Mary. I will not say which division yet, out of respect, but I intend to be a councillor sitting at the St. Mary municipality.
Hold on, they must be breaking news. I never hear this part. I only did hear the later part away Ed boy did say. But Ed boy I dropped some bombshell from all day and I tell us a bridging, me happy. Listen back to what Ed boy said when he come on a program. So Ed boy, you're running man, mighty God. Big up Ed boy, congratulations with General. People, we have to make sure say we support Ed boy now. And then again, you hear what him say? Him not have no doubt. You know, somebody called me today, no man, and was saying, Bolo, you really need to go into representational politics. I say, Missa, Issa, I say, look how much people there in our politics who qualify. Me, Bolo, if you go into reputational politics, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You understand? Me stay in my local wilderness right or so. You understand, and go and fight the good fight and me for the people and do my little part for kind of trigger their mind. If you think about certain things and open them brain and just analyze the thing, bro. And a rocket science, bro. You see when people really care about you, they will know. You see when people really work on behalf of you, for betterment of you and your family, you are gonna know, bro. When you look at them politicians, you can't cheat effort, you know. That I won't have to understand, you know. You see, effort easy if you recognize. You see, people when make a bag of excuse and want to blame everybody else for everything. Them people in a rate way. Them not rate way. Them not rate way, bro. Let's continue.
Corporation.
I know me are coming there on campaign with you.
Me not be after that, you know you have.
Up there we are coming there, you know, we are take them out. We are take out every Tutsi, every pedophile, every child rapist and every gunman and gunman. We are take them out as St. Mary.
Absolutely. And I want to say good day to my friend Montague who I just spoke to today.
Oh, him call you? Him call you?
No, I call him.
And what you say to him?
I don't hide. I said I want to ask you one question, Mr. Montague. Are you behind this? Because I understand that we know each other for a very long time.
So what was his response?
No, you know, they're telling me not me. So I said, hold on. So
what happened to the WhatsApp message then? Where is it?
The same thing. I said, is this your number? Him can't answer the question. I said, is this your number? You know, I'll just answer this one question. What do I have to gain from it? But I know what you have to gain. So let me respond to him publicly. Now I know what you have to gain from it. Yeah.
So Jamaica, wait. We now go just brush past that now. We don't know why me there now. We analyze every bit. If somebody in class missed what just happened a while ago and what was said. So you're telling me Bobby Montague was contacted by Headboy, according to Headboy, and him said, do you have anything to do with this? No. What? No, go so. So the man said, so Andre said, so what happened to the text message then? Him say him ask him, so are your number that? You not answer that, Bobby? Guilty. Freya run that the question there. Guilty. That is the foundation of that entire situation. If it is not your number, if I not for your number that, where they on the text message them, where everybody will know your number if it's not your number that. Furthermore, get the people in phone if it's a real investigation and look on whether or not a film number and a itigo then can authenticate that easy. So Bobby, why would you lie about something like that? Hey, Badacha TV powerful enough. We ain't known something powerful enough. Box. If only the people was listening and using just use your common sense. A credible information the man them a dropping up. Man back up in a corner and can't answer that the question there. If a film number, let's go back. No, son, it's not so good.
You can't answer the question. I say, is this your number? You know, I'll just answer this one question. What do I have to gain from it? But I know what you have to.
So Bobby, you head boy fi tell you what you have to gain from it. That defense that weak, bro. That sound guilty, bro. That sound guilty. That sound guilty. But me could hear what head boy say. Mighty God.
Let's let me respond to him for you know, I know what you have to gain from.
Yes.
You have to gain the lands in trails. You stand to gain the sand mine up in the country.
Oh, Lord
you stand to gain not having anybody in the constituency who can really put pressure upon you.
Yes.
Yeah? That is what you stand to gain. Yeah. Let me tell you something, you know.
Well, me don't know about the property then, but the last part got credible. Kill out the competition. Remove the competition. That is the most obvious motive. Destroy the competition's credibility. Politics are dirty game. Some people play a dirty game in politics. Destroy the competition's credibility. They do it all the time, all over the world. That is the most obvious benefit he would stand to gain if indeed he was the one that you know, in the voice, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just grab my water, you see. It's very important that I grab my water. Jamaica, I are so nice. I are so nice. One by one, them getting exposed, and one by one, is either gotta go deal with them. Well, one by one, they gotta go deal with them. Whatever that means, them got jail. Whatever that means, gotta go deal with them. You know, so you go. Amen. Amen. Let's continue.
I am not done. And I want to tell you one named Richard Creary. 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 Your family, remember your father did that on the house arrest.
Mighty God.
Keeping land in St. Mary. Yeah? There's a
land grabbing.
Land grabbing that's going on now in Western St. Mary and the parish of St. Mary. What do you think them put Bobby go land for?
Mighty God.
By the way, I want to ask the speaker. Is the speaker of the house doing a development between Gibraltar and Hamilton Mountain?
Juliet Holness come my front of class. Ed boy, I have one question for you. Mighty God. So allegedly land grabbing is happening at St. Mary. What a tangled web. It's all about, it appears that it's all about fattening the wealth packages of these people and their friends and cronies. My God. Wow.
Land grabbing.
Land grabbing.
Mighty God.
By the way, land
grabbing.
Land grabbing that's going on now in Western St. Mary and the parish of St. Mary. What do you think them put Bobby go land for?
Mighty God.
By the way, I want to ask the speaker. Is the speaker of the house doing a development between Gibraltar and Hamilton Mountain?
Gibraltar and Hamilton Mountain. Where is that?
Gibraltar is when you come right round after you pass the Rock of Bessa. You say in Bolt have a hotel now round there called Bessa Head.
Yes.
Yeah? You come right round and you look on the hill. That is Gibraltar. To buy a piece of lot in Gibraltar, you better have between 60 to 70,000 US.
No.
Yeah? Now, I want to ask the speaker, is she doing that development and selling it to people like it is in Gibraltar? Because it's not Gibraltar, it's Hamilton Mountain.
Whoa.
Yeah? Why is Bobby Montague now going to be fixing the roads in Spicy Grove, saying that the government going to spend 500 million? Would the government be spending $500 million to capture land?
Mighty God.
To put in large investments. Let me tell you something, you know. I am ready for all I know. I'll see you in the campaign. And all I have to say, Richard Creary, oi, Montague, oi, you're one Samia. I'm ready for a long time.
All right, and we're going to support your candidacy for
There's something about the labor rights them with money and land. You know what is there's something about the labor rights them with used car. The Integrity Commission, MOCA, the whole of no. All FID, you can't even call FID name because FID now no credibility. But there's something about this government, the JLP, when it comes to use the vehicles and land. Whether it be the ocean, where them are lock off the Jamaican them from and them can't access, whether it be those arable lands, developmental lands. Wow. Wow. When God exposed the platinum, I'm telling you, the full picture of what is actually happening in this country. Dog afraid. The things that when me hear, it made my mind go places as to how deep does this rabbit hole really go? Potentially. And it's not that I'm afraid to speak, you know, it's just I just want to hear something, some other things to confirm what me are thinking in my mind before me say it. There's another thing with this government. Them don't have receipts for money where they spend. Unaccountable. Can't account for the money where they spend. That is another problem with this government. And it's a very, very serious problem. Very, very serious problem indeed. What is this? Yo, wait a minute. Wait, what? The people that I watch me on BOLO V&R on my phone. Are you guys seeing this? This is a game? Yo, this is crazy. Exit the game. Are you guys seeing the game? Wow. Let me just exit the game. That's new. You're not seeing the game? Okay. You said no? Oh wow. Okay. That's weird. There's an actual game there. Anyway, let's continue. Let's move on. Big up head boy. Yeah. Big up yourself, head boy. No. Let's go to this. Everald Warmington. Everald Warmington. Jamaica. All of my comrade them when I get Everald Warmington props. Repent here. But I wanna respect him, man. Wanna repent. Here, Jamaica? Repent.
So
repent. Repent on your sins. Eh? When you see Dion Jackson Miller run out like this by Everald Warmington, you don't want to know normal. Let's go into it, ladies and gentlemen.
there may have been worse choices than Everald Warmington for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to nominate to the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. I can't think of any. What do you think? Soon tell you why I said that. I'm Dion Jackson Miller.
Yo, Dion Jackson Miller came through the gate swinging. They may have been worse choices, ladies and gentlemen, to put in the ECJ, but you can't think of any. Mighty God. Now, remember, you know, the man is famous for attacking the media. You know. So, Deanne Jackson Miller, I would think, is well aware that she's now become a target. She has to be well aware that she has now become a target. For her to come out this strong from Everald Warmington through the gate, boom! Me I talk about rocket launcher. Me I talk about not even rocket launcher. I want missile with it like what they send down a year and I want a couple of them missiles that she sent off for Everald Warmington or whatever. Without warning. Straight through the gate. Play that back. Straight through the gate. This is the starting of the video. Me I tell you, no. Listen to this.
So there may have been worse choices than Everald Warmington for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to nominate to the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. I can't think of any. What do you think? Soon tell you why I said that. I'm Deanne Jackson Miller. Thank you so much for joining me. Time for tea. Look, because I was like, this can't see. So when I saw the announcement, you know, I thought it was a joke. Because I was like, this can't serious.
What can go so?
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Help. We can't
Need divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength is a liberator.
Yo, Deanne Jackson Miller said when she hears the Everald Warmington, when she see announcement, she wonder if this is a joke. Oh my God, bro. We have failed our children. We have failed the potential future of this country. And the country's future looks so grim that people don't even want to have kids. Andrew, let's put that into context. Andrew Holness has destroyed this country along with him and his team in the last decade. If you should look back at the numbers, they are unaliving the people that are out there at an alarming rate by the police forces, right? While claiming to stop crime. Cocaine is all over the country. This is Everald Warmington is Mr. Gerrymandering. The man is literally Mr. Gerrymandering. And you put him in the ECJ, bro. If I should weigh which one is worse, Dennis Chung appointment to the FID and Everald Warmington appointment to the ECJ, I'm telling you, it's gonna be neck and neck. It's gonna be hard to decide which one of these appointments is actually the worst when you look at the optics of it and the deeds of the individual. Maybe for some people Warmington a leader me can understand because of all of the atrocities them when commit before, which Deanne Jackson Miller is gonna get into. Let's continue.
Everald Warmington, Member of Parliament for St. Catharines Southwest, appointed as a Commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, replacing long-serving JLP member Tom Tavares Finson. And there hasn't been a lot of talk about this. Maybe people just tired of talking about Everald Warmington, which I can understand, but some things I don't think we should make pass. Even if we can't do something about it, and you'd actually be surprised at how much can be done if public outrage is there. But I still think we need to say to the government, to say to the Prime Minister, this is not right. Because taxpayers Paying Everald Warmington to sit on the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is one of the biggest slaps in the face of the Jamaican people I have ever seen. Here are 3 reasons why Warmington should never have been nominated to sit on the ECJ. His behavior, his behavior, his behavior.
Yo, people, forgive me if I've never seen Miss Dion Jackson Miller in this element. 3 reasons why the man should not be in the ECJ. His behavior, his behavior, his behavior. Now, I feel compelled, ladies and gentlemen. Something just came to me a while ago. And I don't want to spill the beans of my thought process, yes? I really don't. I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to spill the beans of my thought process, guys, but honestly, I have to go and look to see if anybody in particular opposed. Let me save this in evidence. I just came across something. Jamaica's news network tribute to Edward Siaga. No, sir, I don't hear that. No, I hear that. No, I hear that. I think I did something else. Anyway, don't recommend that channel. Thank you. No apology. Anytime it's a certain thing, we just press no, don't recommend. Not interested. I don't even like see them type of something like tribute to Edward Siaga. Man, please. Anyway, let me go and look. Or I almost gave it away a while ago. But you see, if you see anything in countering this argument of Dion Jackson Miller upon the page, what are them people? What are they? Sometimes in touch upon the politics. What are they? Okay, me something. I don't see nothing. Oh no, I don't see anything. Alright, me not gonna bother. I don't want it to be like I'm being messy. You know what I mean, the Jamaica? Yeah, man. I don't want it to be that I'm being messy, so let's continue Dion Jackson Miller.
If you want 2 more reasons we can add to that, his comments about the Office of the Political Ombudsman, which is now incorporated into the Electoral Commission, and also his insistence that ECJ commissioners are overpaid. So
no, those are 2 more very solid reasons why he should not be. So Everald Warmington said that the commissioners are overpaid. So nobody never call him bad mind. So nobody never call Everald Warmington bad mind. Then him supremely bad mind. I envy them position and now him a one commissioner. Mighty God. And then the political ombudsman, the way of them attack the this government don't like checks and balances, you know, they don't like accountability, you know, they don't like transparency. So Everald Warmington appears to be strategically being put in the ECJ to what? Secure that Mark Golding can never become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The devil is a liar. The whole of now go down. Hey, me say, God not sleep. God not sleep. And I'm asking a question. Is Everald Warmington position in the ECJ to do just that? To lock the system so democracy cannot prevail. Everald Warmington being a part of the commission of the ECJ is a slap in the face of democracy. Let me write that down. Yeah, man. Everald Warmington being the commissioner at the ECJ is a slap in the face of democracy. Everald Warmington being a commissioner at the ECJ is a slap in the face of democracy. No, look at Joe. Mr. Gerrymandering. Mr. Gerrymandering himself. Come on, man. Slap this.
Let's start with the most important, his behavior. And I'm just going to adopt this convenient timeline that the Jamaica Observer put together. On March 8, 2011, International Women's Day, by the way, Warmington told CVM TV female anchor Curlin Brown to go to hell before terminating a live phone interview with her. She was asking him why he was still in Parliament, although he was a US citizen, which made him ineligible to sit in the House.
So Everald Warmington when I one of them. But this is a higher level of hypocrisy. So Everald Warmington was a dual citizen, which is not legal in Jamaica to be a dual citizen of America and serve as an MP. No wonder them bad mind Mark Golding, cause Mark Golding, because I'm father, have a dual citizenship with England. And that's why the bugger them bad mind are Marky G, because Marky G position was legal and for them one was illegal, and then they have to give up their citizenship. Okay, on a dirty drunk uno. Now we see who bad mind. Okay, I never know that. Let's continue. Thank you, Dean Jackson Milan the cleaner.
August 2015, expletive-laden tirade at journalists. Warmington had a run-in with journalists who were covering the then opposition's JLP caucus. He verbally abused members of the press as photographers tried to take his picture. He pushed the camera of a young reporter from the Gleaner Company. He later said he was taking medication and said he regretted his actions.
People may have a clip, but I never understood the clip. I have that clip. I have that clip with Everald Warmington in a brace round his neck, and I apologize to the media. I have that clip. Interview with the Right Honorable Michael Manley. Now this is something we need to have in evidence. Save to playlist. Well, them thing are Asian. Them thing the Asian. That is something we have to watch. So make me see me can find the clip, Jamaica. Uno go and sip on a ginger tea. Hey, me say, yo, me say Jerry Bryan is a, yo, me say the man too hilarious. Me say Jerry Bryan a sipping tea today. What me say? Oh, the man no business, yo, the man no business. Jamaica, the man no business. I say Jerry Bryan a sipping tea to them. I say, yo, I nearly drop out that chair. I say, yo, this dude has no care in the world, fam. The man no business. Yo, I say you could, yo, hey, trust me, I have the clip so I can play it back for you. I go hear when the man a slurp, bro. Yo, you know what video I have to put out later after I done this? I have a video we posted for 5 o'clock already. Believe 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh, and by the way, Sassy, change of plans. I ain't going nowhere today. There's been a change of plans. I was supposed to help out a friend, but change of plans, you see me? But yeah, Everald Warmington, when he broke his neck, I have one brace around his neck and I apologize. Yo, me box cover. So that lady, that the somebody there when I apologized to at the time. You know what I just remembered because I just scrolled past the lady. You remember the lady were almost 100-year old that actually needed assistance for her home. Did anybody get to that lady? As somebody that, I mean, needs the help more than anybody else. Did anybody get to that lady? Did anybody help that lady out? Like, I'm interested to know, ladies and gentlemen. Really interested to know. Because that's an elder, and you know, them talk about assessments, but fast track assessments for those people to identify it. Just to segue, you know, the Ministry of Labor, Colonel Charles Jr. God knows in our heart, you know. God knows in our heart. You can't hide your heart from God. You in the Ministry of Labor really believe, or want us to believe, that you guys operated the swiftest you could, the best you could, to aid the people in Hanover, Westmoreland, East Portland, St. James, all over Jamaica that were affected by this storm, homeless. You can come on the platforms and say what you say, but God is not sleeping. I'm telling you. God I got deal with no brethren. All of we have to face God, you know. Every single one of we have to face God. Can't escape my Father. God I got deal with no bro. You're too wicked, fam. JLP government, you're too wicked, bro. I tell you that, bro. You drag on the foot for help the people. I true. Sometimes I think about it, you know. And I like something I think, man, big up, you see, big up the people them who still help the people them down west. Big up Mr. Dr. Dayton Campbell, bro. Big up Marky G. Man, them. Big up everybody, bro. Nikisha Burchell. All of the hidden hands of the People's National PMP, YO. Yo, big up on yourself, bro. Respect everybody. Big up Andre for what him do. Him sacrifice a lot. You understand? All of them, everybody. People when I really put out them, big up on yourself. Silent people them. People them contribute, bro. Big up on yourself. Holy by respect. Holy by respect, fam. You understand? Make we just make it right to the Most High. You understand? And try fi obey and please Him. So our reward will be great in heaven. There's a BOLO on another platform. I freak out about the labor rights. What are you talking about, Sassy? What do you mean? Who, me? Me on another platform I freak out about the labor rights? Alright, what do you mean by that? Let me see if we can get context. All other people. Oh, a man. Yes, where you say go on now? Where you say, hold on there?
When they say turn on a platform and the man the freak out, so like in a cry, you know when the it feels that Mark Golden is not doing enough, because back in the days if I were they call it now, Prime Minister demand, what's his name?
PJ?
The big Prime Minister back in the, was it the 60s, 70s?
Michael Manley?
70s, right?
Michael Manley?
Michael Manley.
Well,
If it was Michael Manley, it wouldn't be the same. Michael Manley would make sure, sir, they take it to the streets and do all kind of stuff. And he's flipping. The man is literally like crying, eh?
bro, that's a labor.
Like,
I'm sorry, that's a labor.
No, in the said like, oh, they should have win and then Mark should have let them get away with the win. If you hear the man when they flip out,
listen.
Andrew, this and that.
Listen to me. It's too late. Like that type of reaction now, for him to be acting like that. I question the genuineness of that. I think it's a way how to secretly shit on Mark Golden, because listen, remember that in the 80s, you know, Michael didn't even contest the election, you know. You remember that? He never contested the election because he saw what Siaga was doing. So if Michael was this combative person that he's talking about, not saying he was a soft man, why would he not contest the election even though he knew that Siaga... Oh my God. Listen, I'm out. I'm going back to the show. Mighty God. That the man there man smart there, man. You need to chill out, bro. Let's continue, guys.
But less than a week later, he was flipping the bird, meaning giving the middle finger to a group of media workers and JLP supporters at the party's Belmont Road headquarters while wearing a neck brace.
See the ladies and gentlemen, me not tell you no confirmation, man. Me see the video when him apologize. So you tell me say 1 week later after that, Everald Warmington I put up the middle finger to the people them. Unna see famous picture with Everald Warmington with the middle finger look like say he long for years ago rock at Gibraltar. Big old man, all reprobate, as Andrew would have say. Right? And then the boy ma flip finger of five people them. So 1 week after that, me say the apology never genuine. Because in you know what I mean, want to play the apology. In the apology he said he doesn't generally apologize. So Everald Warmington is a low grade piece of SHIT. I'm not talking about, oh, I respect Everald. Respect what? Comrades, I don't want to hear that from none of one again. Worse like all allegation them we hear about him from head boy. Huh? And other people, and Andre Stevens' story. Can't respect. Mad respect what? Listen, Andre, me hear you say Ray, and you know say Ray and this and you compartmentalize. Me, brother, it's forever. Them man they not repent, bro. Me not rate them. Me not rate them, bro. Them the story that me hear, me can't rate them man there. Me can't rate them man there. Gotta go deal with them if they not repent. Must be rotted, man. Let's continue.
January 2016, two PNP groups started an online petition to have him suspended for calling then government MP Lisa Hanna a Jezebel. February 2016, a month after that, he reportedly called a member of the JDF an a-hole at a polling station.
No, me know why Dean Jackson Miller say his behavior. So, Lisa Hanna, me now say the rumors them are true. But just I said this, if you're listening, or somebody screenshot this and send it to you. Regardless, if I ever hear say you want to go turn on labor right, my opinion don't mean nothing to you, but finito. no credibility ever again. Everald Warmington call you one Jezebel. If you was to go and turn a labor right, you would have proved him right. If Lisa Anna turn one labor right and run in a labor party and represent labor party, Everald Warmington would be proven right that she's a Jezebel. You have to have some integrity. Me now say she have no intention to do it, you know. Me just a state for now my position and how me I go look at her. I am going to concur with Everald Warmington if she was to represent the Labour Party. She said she done with politics. You know? Living her life, doing what she's doing, expanding business. Good? Alright. And Kenneth Russell go on good. No look a joke. Don't ramp with Kenneth Russell in that constituency, alright? Yes, man. Andrea, how you doing, my darling? What you say? Lisa husband is a Labour, right? Me say what me say. I mean, not take back what me say. I'm not taking it back. She said she done with politics. Alright, let's continue. Mighty God, what a tangled web.
Stations after a soldier told him he had to go inside the polling station alone. He reported they told the soldier, "You have no authority to order me. Let the police address me. You're an a-hole. Don't say nothing." October 20.
What? Everald Warmington violate one soldier and call him a a-hole? At the polling station? No man, this someone I walk around like him think him a god. This someone I walk around like him think him a god. Hey, me well want God give him a real reality check, you see, man. Me well want them give him a really hard. Give him a real, me well want God give him a real reality check though. My goodness. No man.
18. Reporter Sashana Small of Business Access TV called him to get a comment on a strike being staged by workers on a road project. "Don't call me and ask me damn nonsense. Get off my phone," he said, and then terminated the call. When contacted,
you know, sir, that brother a demon possess. He have a demon possess. Somebody can't be so obnoxious, dog. Reporter called to get comment on a strike being staged by workers on the road project. Don't call me phone and ask me damn nonsense. Get off my phone. How about no comment? You must be just extra disrespectful. You can't be a professional. No respect, me not feel that them are none.
for an update on the replacement of the Troy Bridge in Trelawney. He appeared to be annoyed by the Sunday Observer's interest. Tell me something, is that the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair? I don't need to give no update at all. I'm asking if that's the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair. That is not the only one, he said before abruptly ending the phone call. Now,
yo, seriously speaking, this man needs to go in a hole. You know them job that where they in a hole by yourself and no contact with humans, no phone, no nothing. Just a list of instructions for what to do through one telegram, surrounded by nothing but himself and space. That is the type of job that this man should have. Hold on, what you say? You're telling me that Everald Warmington this everybody but Andre Stevens? You serious? He has never made a comment about what Andre Stevens said in terms of that experience that Andre Stevens, the traumatic experience that Andre had. On the serious? My God. Remember I said me a young body now. What if things I don't know? So people in the comment section said that a while ago. Wow. You got yourself, Andrea.
Needs replacement or repair. That is not the only one, he said before abruptly ending the phone call. November 2020.
Oh, try bridge. You fix it? Such an important bridge, Jamaica. We connect so much communities. A major hazard and inconvenience for the people of those communities. You fix it?
He launched a broadside against opposition leader Mark Golding over his race. He boldly asserted that the Jamaican-born Golding will never become Prime Minister because of his skin color. He said, "I can say anything I want to say as long as I don't embarrass the Prime Minister, let them go to hell." His comments were condemned by the private sector organization of Jamaica and the Office of the Political Ombudsman.
So, that is interesting. As long as he doesn't embarrass the Prime Minister, let them go to hell. So Andrew Holness, you have allowed this man to operate in this manner. You don't see Everald Warmington's behavior as embarrassing? Apparently at that point he did not. You know, you didn't give him that impression. At all of these things that they have mentioned in a chronological order, that statement from Everald Warmington suggests that Everald Warmington never thought that you were embarrassed by his behavior. And I want to know why. How couldn't you be embarrassed with all the other things that was said before this that Everald Warmington did? The way he treated the press, the way he treated that woman on Women's Day, National Women's Day. You know? When I hear about these incidents, you know, the evidence, and you see the evidence, I formulate an opinion about the person's character, you know, in my mind, you know. And that opinion is forever, you know. He also called Colin Bell a chink dog, fly and flee. What? That was when Colin Bell was trying to be on the tour. And him this Colin Bell. But Colin Bell. Why may I tell you? That bridge in Everald Warmington. That the face Colin Bell still. The man there. You understand? The man there firm in them. The man there used to be soldier, I believe. Them thing in the face. You understand? Yo, Jaja. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Andrew Holness gave Everald Warmington the impression that he is not embarrassed of him at this point. Wow. What kind of secret Everald Warmington have for him and his wife? What kind of secret him have for them? Mighty God. Everald Warmington can't move now. He ever boast upon them say, oh, him get the most vote out of everybody else. And the people ever vote for Everald Warmington. Don't answer. I know so I not come out to know. Because we don't even know if that legit. We don't even know if we vote them legit. I swear, the legitimacy of the Jamaica Labour Party is in question. I don't even know if they vote them legit. Remember what the woman come say? down Desmond Mackenzie constituency. He said more than half of the youth them not an ID, they not a birth certificate. Them not really know if them really name what them name. You know that is a long-standing problem, ladies and gentlemen. How them people vote. Mighty God. Hey, me could do, hey, no.
May 2023, he was seen angrily berating council caretaker for the fellowship division, Colin Bell. He reportedly told Bell that he wouldn't conduct a tour with council caretakers regardless of their party affiliation. You don't follow my tour, caretakers are not recognized in the Constitution of Jamaica. No, we're not talking about a private citizen here, right? This is an elected representative who has consistently demonstrated crass, vulgar, and disrespectful behavior towards members of the media and towards other elected representatives. His party, the JLP, Jamaica Labour Party, and his political leader, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, have consistently shown that they have no interest, and I don't know, maybe no capacity to rein him in. And don't be
What can go so? What can go so?
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Miss Diane Jackson Miller, good night. What you said is so true. The capacity. Do they have the capacity? That's a great observation. That is, I have to play that again. That's an absolutely incredibly great observation. Mighty God, put it into that's what they call putting it into context, ladies and gentlemen. You just Google if an MP can become the commissioner of ECJ. Well, Everald Warmington, yeah, he's an MP. Listen, I don't know the legalities. Listen, that's a question I would have to ask a Will Rattigan or Andre Stevenson or Mystic Sensation or Mr. Wayne Hunson. But let's go back to this.
Conduct a tour with council caretakers regardless of their party affiliation. You don't follow my tour, caretakers are not recognized in the Constitution of Jamaica. No, we're not talking about a private citizen here, right? This is an elected representative who has consistently demonstrated crass, vulgar, and disrespectful behavior towards members of the media and towards other elected representatives. His party, the JLP, Jamaica Labour Party, and his political leader, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, have consistently shown that they have no interest, and I don't know, maybe no capacity to rein him in. And don't be fooled by the one time we saw any kind of action taken, right? This was at a time when he again showed the public clearly how he thinks. This was February 2024 after the local government elections. He was talking about PNP council elect for the Old Harbour South Division, Dr. Kurt Wall. He said no PNP council would get any government money to do the people's work, mark you. He said Lloyd, that's a JLP candidate, Lloyd Grant, got 1668 votes, enough to win, more than he got in the last election, but these people, these Labourites, let him down, but me in charge, yes, so. He said, I'm the Minister of Works and the MP and no PNP council going to spend my money. So of course there was public outrage. And we got an apology from him. We saw him resign from the cabinet. Please, we're no idiot. That was a political maneuver designed to calm down outrage ahead of a general election. And how we know that? Because precisely of what we see happening here. This appointment right here is the only proof you need of that. Because tell me how somebody who has behaved in the well-documented ways that I just went over again should be sitting on the ECJ. So
People, if you appreciate the show, bless up the cash app. Bless up the cash app. Big up Dion Jackson Miller. Oh please, Everald Warmington resigned. You mean the same time when he said he was fired? That alone let us know that it was rubbish. Nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party is disciplined. Nobody. They are not disciplined, Jamaica. I played a tape earlier of, Holness, Mr. Omar Davis, I believe, or Philip, Mr. Peter Philip, back and forth. And one of the things that Holness spoke about was his government hold people, we not hide anything, and one bag of this and one bag of that. One bag of no substance. Holness has no principle. He has no moral compass, and he has no substance. You understand? And his characteristics has eroded the reputation of this country. One thing say people in the Caribbean not see where we see. One thing say them slow. One thing say leadership slow in the Caribbean. You think say social media is not being watched. You think say people have them hype on Jamaica. Some of you would be surprised. Well, I know I'm surprised at times where some of these videos that we put out as content creators, where they go and where the conversation is going. All Africa talk about Jamaica, I talk about Prime Minister Holness. Africans, they see him for what he is. No liberated African rate. Me talk about the people in our country. None of them no rate Holness. Them see him as a puppet. Them see him as a weak leader. When you compare Ibrahim Traore to anybody in the Caribbean, and night and day, let us be clear. Let us be clear, Jamaica. A night and day, I'm not saying perfect him as a man. Maybe there's an ugly side to him when I see it. But mighty God, when I look at the progress in this country, when I look at how the people that go there, there's so much people are go Burkina Faso right now. So much people are go down there and I do videos, and I come back and I say, yo, I need to visit and read. Offer their own fruition. You know what content creator go down there? I'm not telling no lie, Jamaica. Mother love figure, but now is not the time to travel. We don't want to go on in Iran. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Let's continue.
Down outrage ahead of a general election. And how we know that? Because precisely of what we see happening here. This appointment right here is the only proof you need of that. Because tell me how somebody who has behaved in the well-documented ways that I just went over again should be sitting on the ECJ. So then now we have Warmington's insistence that ECJ commissioners are paid too much. As far back as 2013, he moved a motion to cut the salaries of the ECJ commissioners. He claimed at the time, although they were employed full-time, that they met only 4 hours per month during the election and enumeration period, and that they don't meet for up to 4 months outside that period. And he also said the state should stop paying political representatives who serve on the commission. He said at the time that he was not anti-electoral commission or members of the commission. He said he supported the work being done. He said what he was saying is they should be paid commensurate with the work that they perform. Now tell me something. If you sincerely believed that a particular expenditure was a waste of taxpayers' money on principle, why would you take the job? Or better yet, on principle, why would you be offered that job? The Gleaner reported that under current policies, commissioners who are also parliamentarians are paid the difference between their parliamentary salary and what the ECJ pays commissioners. This is what happens in the public sector. If you have 2 jobs, you don't get 2 salaries. What you do is that you essentially get the higher of the 2 salaries. Commissioner salaries are pegged to the earnings of Supreme Court judges. The basic annual salary for an MP is about 14.2 million. A Supreme Court judge earns about 25.7 million. When asked by the Gleaner if he would be taking the salary, he said, "Whatever changes I asked for in Parliament, they were not accepted. That's all I'm gonna say."
Carla said, "Bolo, do you remember the man that his wife was missing and he left the country with the 4 kids? That man is a friend of the Prime Minister and he lives in Toronto, Canada with his kids." Carla, I don't know what you're talking about, how that coming in. We know what we are talking about. That kind of, you see the comment and read it, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But Everald Warmington was creating a fuss. Vex or appear to be vexed with Juliet Holness. Was that all a ruse to get a position to get more pay? The basic annual salary for a member of parliament is 14.2 billion. While a Supreme Court judge earns about 25.7 billion. Mighty God. Jamaica, what a tangled web we weave. What a tangled web we weave. Under the current ECJ policy, commissioners are also, who are also parliamentarians, are paid the difference between their parliamentary salary and what the ECJ pays commissioners' salary, are pegged to the earnings of a Supreme Court judge. The ECJ payment in addition to the parliamentary salary. Wow. The basic salary of a parliamentarian is 14.2 million and the Supreme Court judge earns 25.7. Does this mean that Everald Warmington is getting $25.7 million now? Some more money. Wow. And also control. ECJ. The same ECJ where the man criticize. The commissioner them not forget too much money. Yo, so him and Andrew, the Jamaica Labour Party as a body, as an entity, as a group, as an organization, don't stand on principle, is not transparent, don't follow the law. Them is a criminal organization. The Jamaica Labour Party is a criminal organization. Members of Darren Vaz run out and say we do it again, you know. Not my word. And let me say so. He breached the law and said he would do it again. Everald Warmington a cuss soldier where do them job. And I call him able and you would have no authority to talk to me and wow. Wow. No man. Me want to know if Everald Warmington is now getting, and we need to know transparently what is going on with this man's salary. It should be public. I am the Integrity Commission. Statutory declarations, not there for MP too. You're not supposed to gazette it. I walk on. What is happening? Nobody have to raise alarm at these things, man. So it's all about the money. It's all about the paper. Everybody get them partner draw. Let's ask Jamaica.
Annual salary for an MP is about 14.2 million. A Supreme Court judge earns about 25.7 million. When asked by the Gleaner if he would be taking the salary, he said, whatever changes I asked for in Parliament, they were not accepted. That's all I'm gonna say. So essentially, he resigned from the cabinet after making those offensive comments in 2024, but here he is now essentially getting paid still at the same general level. And then now, there's the comments he's made about the Office of Political Ombudsman, which is now incorporated into the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. So in 2018, he called once again for the office to be scrapped. He said the office is redundant. So again, he's now part of the institution that includes the Political Ombudsman that is supposed to be doing the work of the Political Ombudsman and is being paid for it.
The same redundant office Everald Warmington is now benefiting from. These people are diabolical hypocrites. They lack principle. And they cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. Wow. Wow. Hey, this is the best work I've seen Deon Jackson Miller do. Oh, she was on her A game in this video. The receipts. Yo, nobody in the JLP can't even open their mouth and attack Deon Jackson Miller with any sense. This is as bad as it looks, Jamaica. My God. What a thing. What a thing.
So could have is supposed to be doing the work of the Political Ombudsman and is being paid for it. So yes, I think Mr. Warmington was the worst possible choice that the Prime Minister could have made for a replacement for Tom Tavares Finson to sit on the ECJ. I think the appointment is hugely disrespectful to members of the media community, to which I belong, also to members of the public, as well as to other elected representatives who he has insulted. Wrong move, wrong move, wrong move. So, what do you think? Want to hear from you as
Deon Jackson Miller, I have to applaud you again. No, man. Yo, that is the perfect segue for me to go to my bed right now. Big up Deon Jackson Miller. Powerful. The most powerful video I have ever watched. I've never, like, you know how hard it is for me to like agree with everything with what person say, because I'm listening carefully. You get me? Especially when I'm really keen and listening carefully. It's very hard for me to agree with every single thing you're saying. Like, I agree with Deon Jackson Miller 100. Like, she opened up my mind and she taught me something she taught me a few things I didn't know about Everald Warmington. Anytime I want to speak about Everald Warmington, I'm going to go to this video. This is the reference of the nastiness that this man goes on with. All of the sins as a representative, unforgivable sins that Andrew Holness has never held him to account for. And before I go, let me play back that video that I'm talking about Jamaica. Yes, I just remembered. We cannot leave right now without finding that video, man. Let me go to my history, man. Yes, man. We can't leave without me playing that video, man. When Andrew Holness really out here acting as if that he's principled, you know?
In a Manchester scandal?
Friends, never in our history have we heard of a government entering into.
You can't cuss me when you corrupt.
Thank God for the opposition in Parliament. Thank God for the.
He didn't know that in bad mind him that likes the people prosper. And now we know that him is nothing but a hypocrite. There will always be in every government, regardless of jurisdiction, people who breach the rule, people who use their power unjustly, unfairly, and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up. Government is that and unduly. The mark of the good government is that when it is done, there is no cover-up. When we face our challenges, there is no one who could criticize this government to say that we were covering up corruption. No, the Jamaica Labour Party stands firmly against corruption, and we will put in place and have been putting in place the measures to address it.
And the award for the most diabolical, hypocritical, pathological liar goes to, drum roll please, Have yourselves a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. I rest my case.